Talkopolis programming is sponsored in part by the Vane Center, now celebrating 10 years service in Nashville, Tennessee.
Let's go.
Coming to you live from Music City, USA, it's the Nashville Casting Couch. I'm Chris Burks, along with your locally famous host, TJ Cates, who is in the invitation-only studio high atop the city overlooking everything that is Nashville entertainment. Now lay back and enjoy the ride that we call the Nashville Casting Couch.
Hey, this is TJ Cates, back on the Casting Couch with Rebecca Lyons. I didn't even have to introduce you. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows you.
I'm impressed.
Wait, but nobody clap. Let's get some claps. Let's get some love for Rebecca. They're so intimidated by you doing afraid to clap.
I'm so excited because this is where it all happens.
Oh, yeah.
And let me just say, being here amongst all of this musical talent, I feel like honored to be here. But
Legree's up next playing guitar. I saw him downtown for the first time I ever heard him play. He's awesome.
You know what? We're so lucky to live
Josh
in this
Wallace.
city.
Everybody's so good.
There's so much talent here. It's
Rock
incredible.
Marcella just played. Josh Wallace played.
Yeah. So
Lindsay
good.
Christopherson.
Christopherson.
It's hard to say on Saturday. Anyway, but
She's fabulous.
You don't play or sing,
I can sing, but I'm not a singer.
but you've made your way in Nashville and everybody knows you.
Through film and television.
Yeah. What all do you have going on right now?
Let's see. I have a couple of projects. I'm filming a lovely little fun short next month, and then I have another project coming up in probably April. And then meantime, auditioning. That goes for actors. Gotta.
What's your favorite? Every actor has your favorite. What's your favorite role? It may be something nobody's ever saw. What's something you always said? Oh, this is a really good day.
Huh.
You ever had like a really good day?
I've worked with some really great filmmakers here in Nashville and then in the Southeast, and I've been really lucky to be cast in some great projects, some films that are actually coming out in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to work with like Tim Meadows
Yeah.
From SNL, Notoriety.
There's on Chasing Ghosts.
Chasing Ghosts.
I saw you in that.
Yeah, and that's
We had the director in here last week.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love him. And so that comes out in the spring on DVD, and then another film that I shot that's coming out into the theaters in the spring, and it's called Produce Where Hope Grows, and worked with some great LA actors and so forth, and a local actor, musician, Alan Powell.
Yeah.
He's local here to Nashville. I just shot a film called Best Summer Ever.
God, it's a lot of stuff.
And that comes out in the spring, and that's with Marky Post and David DeLuise, Kevin Sizemore, and Kayla Ewell.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was a really great time, great set.
I have a question for you. Well, it's a talk show. I get to ask
Yeah.
questions. Okay. Do you turn things down? Or, because you passed that point. When you start out acting, you kind of say yes to everything. I did.
You do.
But I do.
I mean,
What?
it's true.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yes.
kidding.
You
Okay. But normally people say yes to everything just to get the screen time.
That's
Even
very
if it's,
true.
if it's like an extra in the back of a
Yeah.
car wash video or something. But now you're on the casting couch, so you've definitely arrived.
Do you remember those days of extra work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's exciting when
It
you first
is.
get there and you get it going. And you don't
It's
understand they're going to
important.
crossfade you out and you're going to be back in the background, but it still goes in your resume and stuff like that. But
And
now
it's experience.
it is experience.
Yeah, and it's great
What's fun is
experience.
when you go to your Actors Access and you start deleting things that at first you were just trying to get your resume to appear full.
Right.
Yeah. But now, do you turn things down? Like
Um,
sometimes, but not because of conflict, but you can make choices now.
I can't. I think making choices is really important. Eventually, you want to kind of steer your career if you can, if you're lucky to do that,
Yeah.
in the direction you hope that it will go.
Yeah.
And I anything that comes at me, any offers or auditions, I'm always grateful for. I really am, and so I hate to turn anything down. And usually, if I turn something down, it's because it's a conflict
Yeah.
of shooting schedules or something like that. But I've been really lucky and blessed to have gotten the offers that I have.
You're getting a lot of exposure, not to play a joke, but on Johnny Dynamo.
Yeah, how about
That show really turned into something big.
Yeah, it's a really fun show. I can't tell you how much fun I had on set with the director, Joe Thomas. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a fireball, and he's just a lot of fun to be with, and he's, very spontaneous. He'll change up the script right there and to say, no, let's try it this way. Let's
like
do this
that.
line instead. And you have to really be comfortable with that, you know,
Yeah.
sort of an improvisation type of thing, and really understand what your character is and what's happening in that scene so that you can just roll with it. And it's so much fun. It really is. I just did a workshop at Second City in Chicago and did this improv intensive. And improv is really, I mean, it
I
is
love
not
improv.
easy, but it is fun.
It helps you. It helps me out with this show a lot.
Yeah.
For some reason. Yeah. Kind of
You're
get to
good
roll
at
with
it.
it. No, I'm not. I don't have any
You are.
talents. I'm trying to cover it up right now by my talking. If I say a lot of words
So
really,
not
really
true.
fast, it's like I know so much about everything and I know nothing. All right, let's talk. Are you going to be at the Nashville Film Festival?
I will. I'm going to be on a panel. It's going to be an actors workshop, so I'm going to be one of the actors that will be on the panel speaking.
You're just like way up here now.
I don't know about that.
You're on a
really.
panel. That's pretty good. Okay. Rebecca Lyons, everybody. Nashville Casting Couch. She's awesome.
All right, we're rolling. I'm Josh Wallace, and this is Leaving for Good. No, I wasn't an angel, so I couldn't fly away. Must have had so many reasons, and none that I could say. But I'm not worried, it's all gonna be okay. 'Cause tonight I'm leaving for good, ain't saying goodbye. You keep your distance, I'll take my pride. I pray for forgiveness, I open my eyes. It's a miracle this time. I'm leaving for good. Taking everything with me, but I know you're gonna miss. I'm gonna live down by the ocean, talk about the things you did, but I'm not worried, 'cause it's all gonna be okay. 'Cause this time tonight I'm leaving for good, ain't saying goodbye. You keep your distance, I'll take my pride. I prayed for forgiveness, I open my eyes. It's a miracle this time. I'm leaving for good, ain't saying goodbye. You keep your distance, I'll take my pride. I prayed for forgiveness, I open my eyes. It's a miracle this time. I'm leaving for good. I'm leaving for good.
All right, rolling.
Sorry, we're taking a selfie. Well, actually, it's not a selfie for them, not the one taking it. Jill Santibanez, our producer in charge today, is taking it. And that's where I met you.
Yeah.
Josh Wallace. Nashville Casting
Josh
Couch.
Thank you for having me.
We were in the same movie, TV show, whatever it was. A TV show?
It was a series.
It's-
It was
Okay, I want to go back. We were on the same series together. We never did the same scene.
no.
Did we? No, we did the recording studio for Josie.
I met you in the film festival.
The film festival.
Yeah.
That was fun. It's
I
coming
wasn't
back
in the
up.
studio scene. I was in
Yeah.
a different scene.
Okay. Let's talk about your music. Because
Okay.
you're playing a couple songs here in the studio today.
Yeah.
You played for 4 hours last night in Clarksville.
4 hours last night in Clarksville.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
But that's a running job, and there's a lot of people that don't have that.
I'm conditioned for it. I've been here in Nashville for the last 10 years playing shows and
Have you
grinding
found a
it
way
out.
to make money playing that? Because that's tough for a lot of people.
I've found a way to make a little bit of money. Like,
If you make any
I always
kind
say
of money, you're doing a good job.
I don't make a living playing music, but I make like half a living.
That's really good, dude. That's an advantage over what a lot of people are
But
doing.
then you try to live on that, and it gets
Well, you
real
can't live
dicey.
on it. But at least you're getting some kind of validation on your singing.
That's right. Yeah.
And you play in Clarksville, which is good because you can get a good fan base out there that'll come see you.
Right. It was my brainchild to kind of, book some venues in Clarksville that paid a little better than the in-town venues.
Exactly.
And just get a band ready for a project. And that's what we've been doing for the last couple of years, is just honing our
I'm
skills.
so
and
glad
adding
you
our
talk
set
with your
list and-
hands too. 'Cause
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot of this.
I can do karate.
Keep going. Keep going. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know.
Just how you found the way to make money and you thought it was your brainchild.
Well, I met a producer named Dennis Money when I first moved here, and just kind of picked his brain, and he ended up signing me to a independent record deal about 4 or 5 years ago, and put me on a tour and stuff, and just taught me a lot of stuff about being able to book my own shows and keep a band together and
Yeah.
all the different.
How hard is that
dynamics.
to keep a band together? 'Cause I
Oh.
see a lot of the same guys. I know that
Oh,
you're a
you
drummer
have-
or
oh.
whatever, but that seems to be
They-
the big deal. It's a lot of
They say the greatest
Drama.
miracle Jesus ever performed was keeping 12 people together for 3 years. It's kind of like that with a band. Like, it is so hard, especially here in town, where you'll get a great drummer and then, Journey goes back on tour and needs a drummer, and they pick
Yeah.
him up. All these different people get stolen from you by the big acts. And but
It's
there's
like
so much
everybody's-
talent that you just keep.
there
going.
is so much talent. But whenever you start writing songs, you put them together. You want to go into recording, you want it to be the same every time, and then when you
Right.
play, they want it to be the same. That's got to be tough. We actually have good people with us, and we're on Nashville Film Radio this week with Win, and he asked how you keep a tight thing, and I don't have to fight that battle quite as much. We have people that try to leave town a lot, and
Right.
we have people that want to go work on other projects, but
The struggle we're
It's good to
having
have
right
good
now
people.
is you get so sick of these things that you play like so many times over and over that you just
Yeah.
get wore out with your own set list. And
do you ever get frustrated with having original songs like you sang, like in here today, and then you have to go do covers because that's what people want to do? They want to sing along with the songs, and then when you play yours, you don't get the response because you wrote the lyrics, you wrote the music,
you
put it
can't
together.
compete,
It's like,
you
man,
almost can't compete with covers because
That's so
people are
harsh,
so.
man.
But if you get around the right audience, people that know music, they know how to listen to a song for the first time ever and enjoy it, And Nashville has a lot of that. The people that live here know their music, better
they do.
than everywhere.
That's a good
You know.
point.
And yeah, they're kind of trained and tuned to listen to writers and what is the song about and those things. So
Do you get a lot of military up there because you're close to Fort Campbell?
absolutely,
I know a lot about
absolutely. We
Clarksville
got
now. I'm gonna keep
big
doing
military.
questions about that.
And
So what's their response when you come there and play? I mean, they
oh,
really
they
like
love
it.
us. They love us. Actually, we've got troops overseas that were our regulars at the bar, and they come back. A group of them just got back from fighting Ebola in Africa, and they were there last night. And we haven't seen these people in a year. And they used to be at all our shows, and they were all there last night. It was
Bet they're
really cool.
excited.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, it was good to see them. They made it back safe.
Well, that's good. Well, Josh Wallace, we hope to see you back soon, and you keep playing and
All
keep
right.
getting on stage. And this guy's actually really good, and we were on a show together, a series, if we will. And
Josie, check it out.
Josie, check it out. We'll show a little bit of him on the screen here in just a second.
What brings you guys into Down Home Records?
We had a meeting with Janice.
Actually remind me of an artist I just signed a couple of years ago. You look identical to her.
Hopefully that's a good thing.
Don't know, I haven't heard you sing.
Was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
It's good.
Thank
be interested in signing you.
Really? That would be awesome.
So, what's the next step? What I'd like to do is provide you with a contingency contract.
So what that means is you have 60 days to produce materials, get that back to us here at Down Home Records, and we go from there.
Let's go. He ain't got your swagger. No, he ain't got that little cleft in his chin. He ain't no way better, 'cause you're the baddest country boy, sweetest sin. He ain't got my soft lips on him every morning anymore.